It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Rams' electric quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Rams and the Niners on Thursday night.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
You look at this Niner defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Rams offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
And the Rams at 11-2 now. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. And they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdowns. He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. You look at this Niner defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They run it again with Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he checks this one down to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they started some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here?
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they'll change things up. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nakua with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 3. Looking to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now back to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, and that is incomplete. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 1. 1:36 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run it with Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Again, it's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's... So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got